Hey, welcome back to Snapbolt Games. And I got another Pauper League here for you, and I'm kind of back on my bullshit here. I got a blue-red Storm deck, and I made some changes, so I'll go over those changes in a second. But first, let me say my channel is youtube.com/snapbolt. Go check it out. There's a link down to subscribe below. Below that, you can go to the channel. Just check it out. Tons of great Pauper content on there, a bunch of different decks. Please subscribe if you like my content, and throw a like on this video. Okay, thank you so much. All right. Now, what is this crap we got here in front of us? Now, this deck is pretty sweet. So this is Blue-Red Storm. This is a continuation of this Pinger combo. Check out the other videos. I'll go into more detail of what the deck actually does. But we made some changes. These changes were actually suggested by somebody in the comments on one of the last videos. And I've thought about making all the changes they suggested, but never really pulled the trigger because until they suggested the changes, I didn't fully think about it enough. So let me go into what the changes are and why I think they actually might be good. So basically, we cut Ponder, which seems weird, but we added Faithless looting. And even though this is technically card disadvantage, it actually has some pretty good synergy in the deck. But not only that, the fact that it costs one red mana is huge. Because then if our hand is like one land, like one mountain, Faithless looting, we're much more likely to be able to keep that. And we want a lot of red sources. So having a red sort of cantrip actually like increases our keepable hands that we have. Not only that, but Faithless Looting has synergy with Lava Dart and Frantic Inventory because you can discard both of those cards for decent value. You can also just discard extra lands. And I wanted more lands in the deck anyway. We went from 19 to 21 lands, added two more mountains. So Faithless Looting seems pretty sweet. Not only that, but the flashback just gives you more spells as the games goes longer. Sometimes you're sitting there and you might have the combo or you might have like double thermo, but you have nothing to do. But having Faithless Looting gives you more spells because you can just flash this back from the yard. One of the other main changes we made to the deck was just playing Scred. I think this is a lot better than Chain Lightning because one, this is an instant. You can kill 4 and 5 toughness creatures with it as well. Both of those together, I think, make it better. Chain Lightning, yes, can go face, but I'd say 90% of the time when I was casting Chain Lightning, I was just killing a creature anyway, because usually you're trying to control the board as you set up the combo, and then you can win either just by card advantage or bolting their face or dealing damage with your pingers. But again, mostly you're winning through the combo, and you weren't mostly winning through burning their face. Sometimes you were, but I think Scred might be good. I am worried if we play against a deck with no creatures, having 4 Scred might be too much. We could do like 2 Chain Lightning, 2 Scred, or some type of other split. We are up to 4 Dart with the looting package because it is nice to discard Dart to looting, and then once you assemble the combo to have darts in the yard that you didn't even have to cast the front half of if they're not good in the matchup, just for a free spell to draw a card with the combo. So that's pretty nice. We also added 2 Dispels and a Spell Pierce to the main deck to protect the combo. So that seems pretty good. We cut Manamorphose entirely. Even though Manamorphose was fine, it gets worse post board when you're trying to bring in a bunch of interaction spells because you have to tap mana on your turn for Manamorphose. Then it's harder to leave up mana for your counters. So I think that should probably be cut, even though it's good when you're comboing and just drawing cards, fixing your mana. I think it might be better without it, so we're going to try it. I also have 2 negates in the sideboard. I've been wanting to test this card. It seems like a decent plan against decks that are just like heavy removal decks, just bringing in a couple of negates and then having 2 dispel, 2 negate, spell pierce, and 1 deep analysis seems sweet. You can just like draw a bunch of cards with this. You can also discard it to looting and flash it back for pretty sick value. Other than that, the sideboard's the same, and I'm pretty excited to try this main deck out. We'll see how it goes. Another benefit is because we added lands and we added more actual mountains, we have a much higher likelihood of having a turn 1 untapped red source to play one of these removal spells on one of their creatures, which is nice. All right, let's just get right into it. Let's go round 1. See you there. All right, welcome to round 1. Snap keep this hand. We're against Acromez. It's like they're a nice opponent, chatting in the chat. It's so funny when you play against somebody like this. They're like, "Hey, GLHF," and then like you like beat them, and then they start salting off after being nice. I'm not saying I'm expecting that from the opponent, but it is funny. All right, let's lead Preordain over looting. Yeah, I think I can just top here. These seem good. Just gonna start playing out Thermal Alchemists over and over. Turn two, turn two Alchemist. Turn three Alchemist. They're asking where I'm from. I don't want to chat too much because I don't like to type too much when I'm playing. So sometimes it can be tough. But I'll talk a little bit. Looks like I'm probably against Jund Ponza or some Jund Brew. They said WO. Oh, they're from Italy. Cool. Nice to play somebody from across the pond. Yeah, there's an Acid Moss. Okay. So it is Jund Land Destruction. Could get a little greedy. I think I'm just going to play another island and play another Thermo. They might not have that much removal, and if they play another land destruction spell, they'll probably kill island, and then I can kill. Then I can just still cast looting. I can't. I don't want to talk too much because, like I said, I don't want to just be talking while I'm trying to talk and record. It's just typing. It's just too much. It's a little bit too much sometimes. Okay, abrade my thing. All right, might be in rough shape here. Let's just ping. Arbor, sure. Might want to kill the Arbor, but I might also want to just deploy Thermo. I think I can just go Preordain and Scred this. It cuts them down on mana to draw with Bonder's Ornament as well, so I think it has to be correct. So let's just go Preordain, untap. There's an Ash Barrens. I think I need to keep that because I'm against like a land destruction deck. I just need to keep lands, I think. Doesn't matter if I top this because I'm going to cycle this Ash Barrens anyway. Let's go top, cycle. And to answer the question, I have not actually been to Italy, unfortunately, but I would love to go. I'll just ping now in F6. Yeah, they could play like a haste creature, but if they do, it's probably going to be a boarding party. I'm not going to block anyway. They draw, yeah. See, this is why I wanted to kill Elf, because I wanted to cut them off mana if they're going to draw a card, so they can't like draw a card and play a huge threat. All right. Now I think I'm just going to deploy Archer and Thermal Alchemist here. Now they're kind of in trouble here, because I can start playing multiple spells. Any additional lands I might need to discard to looting now. They're drawing an extra card per turn, but we can beat that. Acid Moss on my land, sure. Get to get in for a bunch of damage next turn. Ping. Nice tap land, it's fine. We don't have the combo yet. It'll be nice if we can set it up. Untap, yield to this. Getting better at piloting the deck. I don't think we need Spell Pierce, so I think I'll just discard these two, and then I'll go land, ping, play inventory, draw one, bolt. Okay, bolt is good. Can I just kill them here? So I hit them down to 7, and then I ping them down to 5, bolt them down to 2, and then ping them down. Nice. Pretty sweet. I forgot about the ping from this too, so we had one extra from lethal. Nice. Okay, we're against Jund Ponza. They're probably on the Thermokarst version. Let's see. What do we want? I know they showed a braid, but I think negate is just better because we can counter land destruction spells and we can counter removal spells. They might also just have Chainer's Edict. Yeah, they could have cast down. Um, They could have cast down, so I'm not sure. I don't actually stream right now. I prefer making YouTube content. I enjoy it more. So I'm not streaming at the moment. It works better with my schedule. So their removal spells are probably a mixture of Cast Down, Chainer's Edict, Abrade. Um, hmm. Just don't know if Dispel is good. I also don't know if Deep Analysis is good. It might be hard to cast the front side if they're killing my lands, but I could discard it to looting to be a cheap draw spell. Also could bring in some number of Hydroblasts because they might have red removal spells. I don't know how many red spells they have, but maybe a couple Hydroblasts will be good. Shenanigans also kills Bonder's Ornaments. Yeah, let's go, let's go. All right, I'm going to side out Dispel because even if they have cast downs, I think siding out Dispel is reasonable. Dark kills Arbor Elf, which is pretty nice. Could go down like a Scred or two. It's going to be hard to kill their big stuff because they're killing my lands. Could go also down one Dart. And then what's the last cut? I could go down a Tandem Lookout or down one Looting. I think going down one Looting is fine. Maybe this is like totally incorrect, but seems fine to make some cuts. I do want to keep all the combo in, I think. Maybe siding out Dispel is just totally wrong in this matchup. I just don't really know. 20 seconds. So I'd run a couple Dispels. I could run them over Hydroblasts because they can at least counter the black removal spells. And I don't know if I care that much about like boarding party. All right, I'll just do this. Just not bring in Hydroblast. That could be wrong as well, but again, I'm just not sure exactly what their configuration is. So it's hard to say. Just telling them the channel. I know they could like look up my list potentially, but I don't really care. All right, if they don't have removal, we got the combo. Definitely just going to lead Fjord here. I guess I would lead Scred if they let Arbor Elf. Ooh, Negate is good. Now I'll probably just leave up Negate on 2 because they're likely to play a Thermokarst on 3, especially if they're not doing anything in the first 2 turns, and then I can just negate that. It's nice that I have actually just 4 lands naturally. Yeah, Thermokarst here or Bonders. Oh, Sprawl. I'll let that resolve. Could have negated it, but I'd rather negate a Thermokarst or a Bonders here. Frantic Inventory. So I can go Mountain Tandem, or I can go Fjord Firebrand Archer. I guess Fjord Firebrand Archer is better. Now if they just play like an Acid Moss, I really don't care because then I can still tandem, draw a card. Right, there's Bonders into removal spell, yeah. Okay, there's a Dispel. They have 1 card left in hand. I think I'm just gonna go play tandem. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So they might just be able to flashback Chainer's Edict here. I think I'll still just play tandem and pass with the spell up. Because if they don't have another land, they could have a cast down or something. But they do have double black here, which is rough. Definitely want to play out a 3rd land. This is why I went down 1 looting. 6 mana boarding party into not another Chainer's Edict, please. Manvoli Asimos. Jeez. Where's the Spell Pierce when you need it? Alright, so let's go float red mana. And then I can spread the boarding party still. So I can still do something reasonable here, especially if I draw another Firebrand Archer. They have 1 card in hand. They can flashback Edict now, though. This is also why I didn't bring in Hydroblast, because I felt like I could just kill the boarding parties. I don't need to Hydroblast them necessarily. Another land. I guess I'm going Faithless Looting to start. I do want to play more lands against land destruction, but I think I'm supposed to start looting. Ugh. I could discard this Dispel. Might be worth it to keep it though. I wonder if I'm supposed to discard 2 lands. I could also discard Scred Mountain. Alright, I'm gonna do that. It's kind of greedy as well, but I don't hate it. It's just Frantic Inventory now. Lava Dart, okay. But we can always flashback looting next turn, still have Dispel up, but they're probably just going to flashback an Edict here. Draw. Minvuli Acid Moss my thing, jeez. I wonder if I'm supposed to go Dart you, flashback Dart to counter the Acid Moss. I feel like it doesn't seem worth it. I can just do that on the next land destruction spell. I guess I could have floated blue as well, but I don't think it's that relevant. They could always just, if I float blue, they could just pass to main 2 and then play an instant. Giving them a land is bad there, but I want to keep this Dart to discard to this looting. They just get a basic forest. And there's the bolt. Okay. Again, they could have just passed priority, so kind of getting crushed here. They do have 0 cards in hand, which is something. I think I just discard Dart plus Bolt at this point. Could discard the Dispel, keep the Bolt. I can at least answer a boarding party that way. Yeah, seems fine. I have a negate. Keep the Bolt around. Just gonna not play this Ash Barrens, and I can cycle it for a land next turn if I want. Draw a card. Oh, Acid Moss my island. Okay. At least that's all they get to do this turn. Shenanigans. Oh, that was a terrible draw. But Shenanigans would be a good draw to kill this. Then I would feel a lot better about my chances. The good news is if they go draw a card with Bondage Ornament and then play a non-creature spell, I might be able to get lucky with a Spell Pierce. But this is going to get discarded on the next looting if I'm not able to use it. Oh god, Dino, and they have 2 mana up. That was a good draw. Into Boarding Party, jeez. Into what? Into Arbor Elf? Okay. So this all resolves. I have to just bolt the Boarding Party, and I'm in real bad shape. I don't think I can win from here. This matchup doesn't seem terrible. They do have a fair amount of removal, which sucks, but I think we might be able to get there in the last game. So they also have Lightning Bolt, which is good to know, but they do have Chainer's Edict, so I don't know how good Dispel actually is. I'll probably take the Dispels out. Might bring in the Hydroblasts. Land. I wonder if I'm supposed to play that or not. They're going to kill my island with any land destruction spell. Guess I can kill the Arbor Elf right now with a Dart. Alright. Again, don't love my position here, but I'll keep trying. There was also no real reason to float mana like that, but whatever. The top deck Dino into Boarding Party was definitely rough. And we're down to 39 cards in library, and we've only found 1 Firebrand Archer and 1 Tandem. So that's kind of unfortunate. We need to find more combo pieces. Getting hit for 6. See, this is why Scred's also not as good, because I can't even Scred this because they've been killing my snow permanents. Okay, nice. Draw 2. It's exactly what we need. Did they like have a pyroblast or something? Okay, okay. They'll probably play a land destruction spell now. But I am getting hit for 6 again. So they name black. They have a Chainer's Edict in the yard as well, which is rough. Arbor, sure. Weather the Storm, sure. I don't care about that. So I can Ancestral Recall next turn. I'm going to 8. Okay, let's just start with Ancestral. Okay, it's a lot of stuff. I think I just play Thermal Alchemist, take 6, and then try to do something on the next turn with like a draw 4. Could play Fjord this turn to have an extra blue source, but I like getting this down. I could draw another island off my draw 4 here. I think Dispel is actually bad. Another Dino. Yeah. Oh, Flashback Edict. Yeah, it makes sense. All right, well, I need to find double removal spell for this. Like, or I guess I could just find a Scred at this point if I have 5 lands. So I could potentially survive here. And then maybe win the card advantage battle. The draw 4. Lightning Bolt me, kill me? Okay. Their deck just did their thing that time. That deck has to mulligan a fair amount as well. I don't think I want Deep Analysis. I think these are coming out. And I saw multiple bolts now, so let's just bring in Hydroblast, because this counters Hydroblast. Or counters Abrade, Lightning Bolt, and Boarding Party. I think that's good enough. I think I like 3 looting, 3 dart. Dart is good, but I don't want to be flooded on that. Shenanigans is great. I think Spell Pierce is definitely good enough, especially on the play. Even though Dispel counters Bolt, yeah, I don't think I want it. I think 3 Scred is right. I'm more confident with this sideboard plan now. Even though Dispel has some... Dispel counters most of the things that Hydroblast does. This counters Boarding Party, where Dispel doesn't. But Dispel counters Cast Down. But the fact that we saw Lightning Bolts and not Cast Downs makes me think that they may or may not have that many Cast Downs. I could go a 1-1 split, but Hydroblast seems like it's easier to use in general than Dispel, because those Dispels were just sitting in our hand, and I don't want that to happen in Game 3. All right, let's go Game 3. All right, Game 3 against Jen Ponza. We're on the play. Snap, keep this hand. Get a lead, turn 1 preordain. And sorry, I'm trying to put the game log up above the camera, but I have to move it every time, and I don't know how to fix that, except remembering to move it literally every game. So kind of annoying, but I'll try to fix it. I think I just want more lands, so I think I'm just going to bottom. They play a turn 1 elf. I think I am going to dart it, because then they most likely can't do much on turn 2. I don't want them to just play like a land destruction spell, so let's just dart it while we can. Then next turn I can probably just play Thermal Alchemist. Hopefully they play another elf. Then I can just go Alchemist plus another dart. Wild Growth, okay. Could also just leave up Negate here. I don't hate that. They're gonna play a non-creature spell most likely. They could not play it because of Negate itself, but the chance that they have like land, Acid Moss, Thermokarst, or Bonder's Ornament seems pretty high. So I think I'll just pass. And then if I draw another land naturally, I can play a threat and leave up Negate. And if I just get to counter an Acid Moss here, it seems actually pretty good. Pulse back Arbor Elf. I think I'm going to let that resolve. And then they're going to play Arbor Elf, and I'm just going to dart it. I don't care about the gain 6 really. Again, I'm not really a burn deck as much as a combo deck, like control deck. All right, I'll pass one more time. Their hand might just be like a bunch of dinos or something. Again, just really want to draw an untapped land, which we have a good amount of. And if they play a non-creature spell that I want to counter, like an Ornament or an Acid Moss, or even a Thermokarst here, I can just get to negate it and then start playing spells. If I get to negate here, yeah, it's also really good because if I get to draw a land, I can just deploy both of these, then they have to answer both, and then I can start playing tandem lookouts. Okay, well, now it's pretty obvious. I just do this. They have no colored mana at this point, so it might be tough for them to answer this. Yeah, they might just be stuck on colors. Okay. Well, I'm gonna get to draw one card here. I think I'm just gonna play out Ash Barrens. Let's start by going Archer, Soul Bond. And I can flashback darts now to draw cards, which is nice. With attack. I'm probably just going to play Ash Barrens, play Thermal Alchemist here. Okay, now I can just play Island. Nice. I'm not going to flashback dart yet. Now I can sack this to a Chainer's Edict, which is nice. They cycle, okay. Are they going to play a... They get Swamp. I was going to say, are they going to play a boarding party? But doesn't look like it. Chainer's Edict. Okay. Resolves. Now a second Chainer's Edict. I probably will flashback a dart here. Just one, probably. Maybe not. Okay, wow. They're not playing anything. Interesting. Bolt is nice. I think I just start by attacking with both. Try to draw two. Combo is real. If they try to play a removal spell, I can respond with some spells and draw cards. It's all about the card draw, not as much about the damage. This is sweet. I think this matchup, like I said, is reasonable for us. Okay, they're just going to let us draw two here. I'm not going to cycle Ash Barrens yet. Nice. Land is actually decent. I'm not really that scared of like any type of like wrath. I mean, maybe I should be. I think I'm supposed to play Firebrand Archer. Especially the fact that they snapped off a Chainer's Edict and didn't get a red source. I'm not putting them on Cannonade, so I think I'm just gonna go play Mountain, play Archer. I'm not gonna play Tandem Lookout here though, because I do want to leave up Bolt. Could draw a card right now with Bolt. There could be more stuff I want to play, like cantrips and stuff. I guess it's fine. I also bolt them for 5. Draw. Okay, another land. Another land is actually reasonable. Could flashback one dart. Maybe I get something else I want to play. All right, let's do it. Don't know if that's the correct play, but I get to dart them for 3 damage, draw a card. Another land, okay. Now I'm just gonna pass. Weather the storm for 3, okay. They gain 12. Again, the life is bad, but it's not actually what matters. I only fired off those burn spells because I wanted to draw cards. I can deal a lot of damage by just playing a bunch of spells, so that's not really what I'm worried about. Boarding party. Oh, Dino into what? Into Acid Moss on Mountain. Okay, they definitely should have not killed Mountain there, because now I just get to go dart it, counter your Acid Moss, draw a card. And then they don't get to search for a land now. Oh, shenanigans. It's actually pretty good to have. I do need to find another spell here. All right, let's cycle this. Get Mountain. Spell? Okay, nice. So I don't think I have the luxury to play Tandem here because then I don't play any extra spells. So I think I just lead on Frantic Inventory. Draw 1, or I guess I draw 2. Ping for 2. They have 0 cards in hand and a 6/5, but having the shenanigans for future ornaments is really nice. All right, I'm gonna play looting. Seems great here. This is like where the looting shines. So I draw 1, and then I draw 2, and then I discard 2. So I think I can discard. I could discard shenanigans, but I think I can just discard Fjord plus Island here. Still have 2 more lands. Okay, and then I'll just pass. Don't have negate up here, but they're going to need a string of good draws here for sure. They can flashback an edict. That's fine. I'll just sack this. Looks like that's what they're doing. Then they hit for 6. They can't really attack because then I get to attack back and draw like a million more cards. Also, now a Scred does kill this. So I am liking the Screds already. Looting's also been fine, been solid, especially once you're comboing. You're getting a lot of extra cards, so the downside of looting being not card advantage is no downside really. And Arbor Elf. Okay. See if they attack. That'd be kind of bold, but I mean, they do have to do something. Okay, they're attacking. So we untap. Just lead on Faithless looting. We get to draw a card and then draw 2 and then discard 2. So I'll probably just discard Ash Barrens plus land or something. We'll see. There's a Hydroblast. And then draw 2. Okay. Now I think I discard double Ash Barrens. I didn't find a removal spell, which is pretty rough actually. I can flashback a looting here. I think that's what I do. I could leave up negate and Hydroblast. I want to be able to draw more cards though. Let's just do it. I get to draw 3, discard 2. So I think now I can discard Fjord plus shenanigans, and then if they play a Bonder's Ornament, I can dredge the shenanigans. I can even just preordain here. I get to ping. I'm not gonna dredge. Bolt. I think even though Bolt doesn't kill Dino, I think it's good enough. Bottom, top. No, I don't want to dredge. That's kind of annoying part about discarding there. Okay, now I'm just passing. Discarding a mountain. Could discard a tandem actually. I think I'll draw more lands if I need them. If they play a removal spell on this, I'm fine. If they play a removal spell on this, I'm fine. If they kill both of my things somehow, it's kind of annoying. All right, I go to 8. Again, it's going to be rough for them here. Red Blast my tandem. Okay, well, I can play another one. Frantic Inventory as well. So let's go tap like this. Play tandem. Yeah. Soul Bond, yes. Let's go Lightning Bolt. This, draw. Oops. I just don't want to dredge. There's a dart, okay. Then attack, draw. Could just die to this dino if I never find a Scred. Don't want to dredge. Another tandem. I think I'm just playing mountain and passing with counters up now. Because I can go to 2, that's fine. Rather leave up negate, Hydroblast, dart, any combination of those. 21 cards left in library. They're at 11. I'm at 8. This is actually pretty close. The attacks with Dino are pretty massive. But if they attack now, I get to draw so many cards. I think I can kill them next turn. So they might not even be able to attack. In which case I also get to fire off like an end of turn Frantic Inventory if I want. I've drawn so many extra cards. I've discarded a bunch of lands here. Any like Thermokarst or Munville Acid Moss doesn't really do anything, especially if they try to kill a mountain. I can dart, flashback, dart in response, draw 2. This is exactly where you want to be. Like, even if they have removal, you want to just like be able to at least start the combo, draw some cards, and then amass like a huge amount of cards to just like overcome the removal. I think I can frantic inventory here. Okay. Cancel. And then draw 2. Cancel, cancel. So they did not attack. All right, well, I'll just leave preordain. I'm just looking for Scred at this point. I have 17 cards left in the library, so I have to find it at some point, right? There's the Scred. Okay, nice. Another looting. I think I don't need this, but I'll keep eluding. Jesus. Always not dredging is kind of annoying. Scred that, draw. I have to also not mill out before I kill them. But I think that shouldn't be too much of a problem. I have 14 cards left. They're going to 4. And then I have a bolt. Nice. Sweet. This deck is awesome. GG's. Just like drew the entire deck there. Pretty dope. All right, let's go round 2. All right, welcome to round 2. We're against Ilfrido on the play. His hand's not very good. It's 5 lands. No looting. No anything. I just have a turn 1 tap land, turn 2 Alchemist, and then just a Dispel, and that's it. I think I'm actually going to mulligan. Okay, well, now it's almost the same hand, but we have a bolt. So I'll just discard, I'll just put back a mountain, and then kind of do the same thing. See what we're up against. Definitely keeping this 6 though. Don't want to go to 5. Opponent looks like they're on a mulligan as well. Let's see if they keep 6. All right. Fjord go. Forest. Okay, I like to see Forest. Land Grant. Okay, it's combo with Land Grant. Okay, well, I don't like to see that. Usually Forest decks are good matchups, but this is just going to be a race. We do have Dispel, which is huge. We get to bring in some negates. So it's just going to be a race. They do have double Street Wraith, which is good for us. But I'm not sure their hand actually does much here. I mean, I guess they're going to just be cycling their Street Wraiths. This is like the weird version of Storm where it's like Tinder Walls and like more green cards. I think they might also play that 1 mana 1/1 where you sacrifice it to add 1 mana of any color. I'm not really sure. Also, I don't think they can really interact with our combo. So if we are able to draw a tandem here, we might be able to just go off and burn them out. So we know they have these 3 cards left, but they have a black source. They're looking for, I think they also play Baron more, which is just so weird. Okay, there's the Forest. Another cycle. Yep. Okay. They have 6 cards in hand. We know 2 of them. I have a Dispel, which is huge. So I can go land, attack for 2, pass the turn. Definitely gonna let them go low on life, and then maybe I can go like bolt, dart, dart, and then do a bunch of damage. I mean, right now I can already go bolt is 4 damage, dart is 2, flashback dart is 2 more. I can even just go 8 damage with playing 2 darts and flashbacking both of them. So I have 8 damage here, so if they go too low, I might be able to just kill them in response to something. Also, yeah, having this Dispel is just really nice. I can counter like a Songs of the Damned with it. I mean, they're almost dead here. I think I'm going to fire off at least a Lightning Bolt at the end of their turn. maybe a bolt and a dart. This is where Scred is worse than Chain Lightning when it's like a race like this, but they're gonna have to try to do something now, basically. And I don't know if they can. I think they might be dead now. Right, let's bolt them. They're at 12. Yield to this. They go to 8. Yeah, they're just dead. Dart you, untap. Attack to 4, dart you, flashback dart. Nice. Street Wraiths did too much damage to them. Alright, let's bring in negates. I guess that's all we really have, but we do get to go up to 5 counter spells and retain the combo. I don't know if that deck is going to bring in Grizzly Survivor, the 3 mana 2/3. Oh my god. See, I just don't know. I always forget. It's hard to remember everything and to remember to fix the chat and game log. Somebody give me a tip on how to always keep the game log above the camera, because I don't really want to put the camera down here. I do want to set up a green screen eventually and just have like just me here with no background, but I just haven't gotten around to that yet. All right, let's see. Definitely bring in the negates. The deep analysis is interesting because it's something else that's good that I can discard to the looting. I think I bring in these 3. Do they have any red spells? I think most of their spells are black and green. I don't think they really have red spells for Hydroblast or blue for Pyroblast. Don't want Shenanigans or Shaman. I think I just do something like this. I mean, yeah, they could bring in creatures, but at least my Lightning Bolts and Darts can go face, like we just saw. Discarding Darts to looting is nice. Yeah, I think I like it like this. Just the 1 Scred in case they like just try to bring like Ritual out like a 4/4 or play a Grizzly Survivor or something. I think it's better than any other card in my sideboard. All right, let's go. Again, in this matchup specifically, you're just trying to basically discard this deep analysis. I think I'm supposed to keep this hand. I don't have counter spells, but I have a turn 2 Alchemist, potential turn 3 Lookout. Okay, they get a Highland Forest. Interesting. So this is their hand. Another land is fine. Just gonna cycle this Ash Barrens. Deadshot Minotaurs and Carabids. So they don't have any more lands. So if they don't hit a land here, it's gonna be kind of rough for them. They're just on the slow cycle plan. Still could die to that for sure. Next turn I just get to go Lookout and then tap Alchemist, draw a card, and then kind of go off on turn 4. Cycle, looking for lands. They have double reaping, but they don't really have rituals. I guess they can just cast a Draenith Stinger because they have Highland Forest, which is cool. But they need another land. So maybe that's their plan with the land grant package. They can land grant for Highland Forest, and then that just gives them an easy way to cast Stinger. It's an interesting strategy. I'm definitely going to just jam Lookout here. I want to draw cards so I can draw into my counter spells. They discard a card. Do they discard Vantasaur or like maybe even Reaping the Graves? Healer. Okay. We have a combo too. I'm just gonna ping right now. One Fire Blast would be interesting in this list as well. I tried it before, but I didn't really test it enough. Maybe they just are reading this card. It's not like a card most people have seen. Could definitely still lose this game. We don't have any counter up this turn, so our shields are down, but they're on 1 land, and it's not even a black land for rituals, which is why I don't know if that version is as good as the mono black version. I played the version, I got crushed. I think I 0-3'd with the Lotus Petal version, but I think I like the version of just swamps, barren moors. You play like 9 or 10 lands, and you just try to go off like that. It just seems like the most consistent. You get a fair number of untapped lands. This land grant package for a red source is interesting. I do like that, but I don't know if it's good enough. Just draw now in case they brought in some type of removal. Frantic inventory, sure. But next turn we do get to draw a bunch of cards. I just want to find a negate or a dispel next turn. Make me feel a lot safer. Yeah. I mean, these decks play such a low land count. They're hoping to like have 1 or 0 lands in hand and land grant, and then just kind of get lucky and draw into lands. They have 8 cards in hand, so they probably have to discard another card here. Okay, they did find a land, but it's a tap land. So we have a bunch of outs to find a counter here. Let's just start by drawing. Don't necessarily want to use blue mana for preordain, but that gives me like 2 free looks on the scries, and I can always Ash Barrens to cycle. They only have 1 black source right now. I think I'm supposed to lead on preordain, and I can do this cool trick here. I know, I guess I lead by attacking. So I hit them to 14. There's a looting. Okay, looting is good. Could just play looting right now. It's not terrible. All right, I'm going to start with that. I was going to say a cool trick is what you can do. This trigger goes on the stack, so you untap, and then you can ping before stuff happens, so you can have more looks, and like then you have more choice of what you draw and discard. Okay, there's Dispel. Nice. So I can discard 1 inventory and Fjord. I just don't really see myself playing a tap land here. And then I can go, I want to leave this up. So let's just lightning bolt them. Untap, ping draw. There's another island, decent. Should I preordain now? Or should I like lava dart, flashback dart? I think I should just preordain now. So I can draw before preordain, just kind of nice. Bottom, top. And then let's just go to discard. We discard 2 cards, Ash Barrens, and I guess Dart. Putting it in the yard's kind of nice. They're at 8. Could I have killed them? I don't think so. But any black ritual, I'll just counter the first one, and then they might be stuck. I guess do they play red rituals? Are they just playing a stinger? So many questions. All we have is 1 dispel up, so if they can fight through 1 dispel and win, they win. If they don't win this turn, I think they lose. All right, cycle. I feel like this is going to be a Songs of the Damned, and I'm just going to counter it. Shocker. I mean, of course they had that. We don't have any counter spells for 0 mana like a foil or anything. I don't think that's actually good. Right, they're at 7, and I think they're super dead here. We have Bolt, we have Flashback Dart. Oh, they have Petal into another Songs? We might be dead. So they do play Petal. Songs. They have 6 mana. Still obviously like to dispel the first Songs. There's no question about it. So they Reaping for 4, down to 3 mana. They could go off here. I could also Flashback Dart. I can't really have 6. So they return Healer, Vantasaur, Healer, Caravid, Street Wraith. Okay. They have 9 cards in hand, but only 3 mana. So they need to find another songs. There's a land, so they can cycle with that. Okay, do they have another songs? Even then, it doesn't add that much mana now. They're down to 3. Okay, so if they cycle one more Street Wraith, they die to Dart. So no more Street Wraiths for them. Weather the Storm? I don't think they have that. Cycle Vandosaur looking for songs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 creatures, so it's only add 6 mana. That would be their third songs. They could potentially go off here. Yeah, there's the songs. Okay, 6 mana. So 3 songs in the top 22. It's decent. But they probably need another songs. I mean, I guess they can just start playing rituals and then reaping here. So they might be able to do it, but they also certainly might fizzle here. Would have been interesting to just leave up red mana and leave up Bolt. There's Cabalrit, 5 mana. They're doing it. I don't think I could have played any differently except not keeping this hand because I didn't have interaction in hand. But I think this hand was actually a keep. The Storm 7, they can get back a bunch of creatures, but the thing is they're mana tight, not card. They have cards. They just need mana. We know they have another Reaping the Graves. So they can Reaping, get back 8 cards, but then they only have 2 mana left. And they've already used triple songs. So I still like dispelling the songs, obviously. Cycle Barrenmore, interesting. Can they find 4 songs in the top half of their deck? They can. Okay, so now I just dart them right now. Or do I wait for some spell? I don't think I need to. Just dart now. Because they have 3 mana floating. So let's untap. I think I'll just try to let dart resolve. They have to respond to it, otherwise I get to ping. All right. Nice. I don't know if they knew about the dart or not. I mean, when I discarded the dart, the graveyard should probably pop out for them. I'm not sure. Maybe they weren't paying attention, or maybe they didn't have any other lines left, so they just had to hope that I didn't know that I could dart there or didn't go for it or something. So nice. I think that's a wonky version of Cycle Storm. It doesn't seem as consistent to me as the mono black version, but I am no Cycle Storm master, as you know if you watched that last video. All right, let's go round 3. All right, welcome to round 3. We're 2-0. Gonna mulligan this hand, 1 island, but no cantrip. So I think it's just a mull. All right, this looks a lot better. Let's keep. They can actually just put back a land. I could just put back island here. It's a little bit greedy, but I think I want to keep all my gas. Just hope they can't kill this alchemist and just start going off. All right, well, I might just bolt this right now. Looks like we're against Fae. Bottom. Okay, I'm definitely bolting this. Untapped land is actually good there. It would have been interesting. Actually, I didn't really think about it, but discarding Fjord instead of the other land that I discarded. That may have been better. They're gonna preordain here. Oh, cycle Ash Barrens. Get island. And then play another Fairy Seer. Okay. I think I'm just bolting that plus playing tap land. Could just deploy Alchemist and resolve it, but if they're blue-black or blue-red Fae, they can likely kill it. Oh man, Tandem Lookout is tempting. I think I'm supposed to just kill this to make their spell stutters a lot worse as well. Kill it while I can, make sure I don't get ninja'd. Yeah, just not getting ninja'd seems good to me. I always like to just, when I'm playing Fae and they just like kill my small fairies, I'm always like, oh, like it can be pretty annoying depending on the draw you have. Yeah, see, now they're just passing. So now I can just tap 3 mana, play Tandem Lookout, but I think I just go Thermo because that allows me to draw extra cards next turn. No, actually, this is more mana efficient. I can always play Thermo plus Bolt attack. Let's just do this. They could just counterspell this for sure. Yeah. Oh, Frantic Inventory. Interesting. So they need an untapped. I mean, if they're blue black Fae, they could just play a tapped black source and snuff out my thing, which would be terrible for me. But wow, Frantic Inventory right now looking for lands. Worst case, they go, oh, no land. Wow. All right, well, this is bad for them now because I get to go. Maybe I should have played Alchemist last turn, but I didn't. Because then I could draw extra cards here. Or no, because then I would have to tap 3 mana for a Lookout. So yeah, this actually works out fine. Dispel or Spell Pierce is probably my best possible draws. Land isn't bad. Could Frantic Inventory right now, but I don't think I need to. I don't think I'd rather just save it to trigger this or just play it end of turn even. If they just play like they're getting pretty unlucky here. They went bottom, bottom, cycle, bottom, bottom, and then played 2 Frantic Inventories. Preordain. I'll tank for a second. And then let it resolve to make them think I could have like a Spell Pierce or a Negate or something. Also, Negate main deck seems like it might just be strong. Might be better than Spell Pierce. Not really sure. The Spell Pierce costing 1 is nice in game 1, because then you're able to deploy a pinger on turn 3 with Spell Pierce up. Or Negate, you can't do that yet. Island, I like to see a blue land instead of a non-blue land. Means my combo is likely to survive. So now I get to just kind of go off. They could have a snap, I guess. Fairy Seer. Okay. Why'd they play Island first? So I think I'm just gonna go end of turn Frantic Inventory, and then I can just start by like pinging, dart this. And yeah, it's gonna be pretty rough for them here. Dart is pretty good against Fae. Most people do not play like Unsummon or Vapor Snag or anything, so not too worried about that. So we just ping draw. They got super unlucky, like I was saying. Scred is nice. Dart this, untap. We have another Frantic Inventory, which is nice as well. Ping draw, another Thermo, sure. Attack, draw. This deck is sweet. Another Thermo. So I've not played a land yet, so I could play a Frantic Inventory. I think I'm going to do that. I could also draw a Spell Piercer or a Dispel, which would be nice. This is a draw 3 here. Make your own Ancestral. Another Thermo. Okay, I think I'm going to Looting. I get to draw 3, discard 2, ping them. Looking for Dispel and Island here, I guess. Wow, no lands at all. Okay. So I could just discard like Looting plus Tandem here. I have like a million creatures. So that was pretty unfortunate. I did want to find more lands. I have to discard another card. Just another Tandem, I guess. Just keep all these Thermos. Sure. Okay, Frantic Inventory, draw 3. But is it too late? I mean, okay, Mountain, kill one of my things. Okay. We have another Tandem, but I don't even know if we need it at this point. I could have gone play a dart right there, but I want to keep all my mana. think I just play tandem here, ping, draw, and start doing that. Play, play tandem, soul bond, this, ping, draw. There's a frantic inventory, nice. I think I'm just playing another thermo here. Just want to make sure I can resolve that. They can play another. They'll probably play another burn spell. I mean, they have 7 cards in hand. That turn where I drew so many cards, I felt like I had like a chance to win, and I didn't. It's not that I got unlucky, but it's. Um, I felt like it could have done. It could have gone better for me. I'm not complaining because the opponent has gotten a lot more unlucky than us, but I did want to test this matchup because again, I'm thinking about playing this deck in the challenge, and I wanted to see like, can I really beat the fairies matchup, especially blue red Fae. Seems like a pretty rough matchup in general, but I think with this build it makes it a little bit better. So I went brainstorm and then preordain, put the 2 cards they brainstormed on bottom, and they're just passing. That seems kind of rough for them. I'm going to just start my turn by pinging. They should definitely play a removal spell right now if they have it. Ping draw. If they play something now, I can frantic inventory in response. Interesting. It's just so interesting that they didn't play a removal spell there. Should I attack? No, they could have spell stutter sprite specifically. All right, I think I just lead frantic inventory, draw 3. I have plenty of red sources left. Counterspell it. It's fine. I think I'm just going to be able to have enough burn here. I also have another dart in the yard, which is nice. I can't believe they didn't have another removal spell either. They kept kind of a sketchy hand, but they did have Fairy Seers and they had to bottom every time. So they may have just gotten unlucky. Yeah. Okay, we successfully comboed. And now I need to think about the sideboarding as well for this matchup. 11 cards, maybe even cannonades as well. I don't think I want cannonades. I'd rather just be on the dart plan. All right. So I don't want the card disadvantage from this. It's going to be hard to sideboard in this matchup. I could take out all the Faithless lootings and just keep this as like value. Because again, this is just like a card advantage battle. Definitely keeping all the darts in. They have Fairy Seers and Spell Stutter Sprites, that's amazing against keeping all the Screds and Bolts. I just want to be like all removal deck. Could even cut some number of preordains. It sounds so weird, but if my deck is literally removal spells, counter spells in the combo, and frantic inventories, I think that's where I want to be. Tandem's also pretty expensive. And it's pretty like sketchy. I wonder if I don't want deep analysis. I mean, it's good against counter spells. It's 4 mana. It seems strong. Again, I don't know if I want Faithless looting. It doesn't seem that great. Can cut a land. Could even just cut an Ash Barrens. I think I'll just cut a mountain. I need to cut 3 more cards. I basically need to combo to win. Spell Pierce isn't great, but I think 1 is fine. Maybe it's just worse than like all of these. So weird to side out Spell Pierce. I mean, I only have 2 preordains left. I could side out like some number of Screds just because maybe too much removal is not good. Could also go down to 3 dart. Again, I have all of these. Could also side out a tandem because I really just need to protect my pingers to win and kill all their stuff. I know I was able to set up the combo that time, but yeah, maybe tandem is just a little too greedy. Could go back down to 19 land as well and just side out 2 lands. It's so weird. I mean, 20 lands I think is where I want to be. Maybe just go down 1 dart because they still have ninjas. I don't have enough time. I have 10 seconds. I do want to bring in all the Pyroblast, Hydroblast, and Negate. So I just, again, want to have infinite interaction here. And I'll snap keep this hand. I don't have removal, but they go to 5. I could just wait till turn 3 to deploy a Thermal Alchemist and protect it with this spell. Like, this is not even, I don't even think this is a consideration to mulligan. I think it's a snap keep. Seems like they're probably going to keep 5. They do. Well, they've gotten pretty unlucky this match, to be honest. They'll probably still beat me with like a turn 2 ninja here. Dart or bolt or scred off the top to kill this. That'd be nice. Firebrand Archer. Alright, I'll just play Mountain to kind of like scare them from going for Ninja. Like, if they have Ninja and Spell Stutter in hand, it's pretty scary for them to go for Ninja. But they might just do it. Okay, they're not. So I think going for Thermal Alchemist is way too greedy into like a Spell Stutter spray. I think I just pass. I don't think I need to Dispel yet. Preordain resolves. Bottom, no untapped island would be interesting, but if they play an island here, they went top. I'm putting them on spell setter like 100%. I don't know if I'm going to be able to play around it, but I'm going to try to wait until I draw at least a removal spell. Okay, there's Hydroblast. That doesn't actually do it. Yeah, I'm just putting them on spell stutter. I'm just going to pass here. They're not doing anything, so I don't want to just get spell stuttered when I can just avoid it. Again, we took out a lot of cantrips, so we can't really rip through our deck, but our whole deck is like good cards to draw now, so Spell Pierce. All right, well now I think I go for it and just let them spell stutter the first one. I'm just gonna wait. I'm still hitting land drops here. I'm like almost 100% that they have a spell stutter sprite. And if I wait until I draw any removal spell, then I can resolve one of these. Okay. So now I can bait with a preordain. If they spell stutter it, they spell stutter it. Then I can still resolve a pinger. Let's just bottom here. There's a bolt, okay. So now I can go play Thermal Alchemist, they go Spell Stutter. Then I can bolt it and still have another protection spell up. Now I think I'm supposed to go. Because now I can actually fight over Spell Stutter and win the fight. Because I can play 2 counters, essentially removal spell and a counter spell back up to this Thermal Alchemist. So pretty interesting to wait like that, but I think it's actually good. Especially because they're on the mulligan. I just want to pick like a big, like basically stack battle. Like I want to fight as much as possible and have both of us expend resources because they mulligan to 5. So then I'll end up on resources if that's the case. So I just dispel this. If they go spell stutter the dispel, then I can just see what happens. I could let the spell stutter resolve and then like spell pierce the blue blast or something, but could have just let this resolve as well and just pass. But again, I wanna pick a fight here. Okay, they're not spell stuttering. All right, now I just pass. I think I'm just gonna spell pierce while I can. Again, I just wanna fight over resources at this point. They can untap and kill this, that's fine. I just want them to expend their good like interaction spells right now. Now they have 2 cards, I have 4. Frantic Inventory is not good, but Nothing I can do. Fairies here is fine. Where's my darts at? They went bottom, bottom. Again, I think they still have Spell Setter. Now there's not much I can do. Another removal spell would have been sick there. Land is not good, actually. Let's go Alchemist. Could have left in like one Faithless Looting. Wow, they don't have Spell Setter, maybe? Still don't hate the way I played the game. Firebrand Archer. And pass. So they just don't have Spell Setter. They would have fired it off, right? If they play another Frantic Inventory, they can get right back in this game. But if they don't, I have triple Pinger out, which is pretty strong. This deck is super fun to play. Love it. I felt like I brew a lot, and I feel like this brew and my Black White Soul Sisters brew is two of my better brews that I've actually ever made. And I kind of built them both like around the same time, just right now. And I'm doing pretty well with both of them, and they're both really different, really fun to play decks. All right, I'll just let them ninja here and then try to bolt the ninja if they do. Okay, I go to 13. Maybe they still have a Spell Stutter Sprite, but I kind of doubt it. Frantic Inventory. All right, well, that's obviously really good. I'm just going to lead with that. Draw a card, ping for 3. Like, you don't even really need the tandems a lot of times if you're just like kind of going off like this. All right, let's attack for 2. I'm not really worried about a flash and spell setter at this point. I can bolt and Hydro Blast to protect. All right, let's just Hydro Blast this. It's just nice also having quad Hydroblast, quad Pyroblast in the board. Makes this matchup and like the burn matchup better with, especially with this. All right, hit them down to 11. And then just play another Thermal Alchemist and pass the turn. Not worried about any type of wrath that kills my alchemists. I don't think they really have that. Opponents salting off in the chat. What time is it? They just typed this right now. Nice. Love to see it. I mean, they mulligan to 5, but why complain? They're just probably super pissed that they're losing this matchup. I'm just gonna bolt them right here. I get an extra damage. I don't think they have enough removal to answer all my things. All right, they go to 3. I have triple thermo, so they have to do something. ZZZ in the chat. You love to see it. 3-0, let's go. Smalls, you're killing me, Smalls. Let's go round 4. Hey, welcome back to round 4. We have this hand in front of us here. We're against Lindoso. I know this name. Let's see. Do they have a bunch of trophies? I don't think so. They have 7? Okay, they do have a bunch of trophies. They're down here somewhere in the 7s. Yeah, there they are. Okay. Let's see. Do I keep? 5 lands is a lot. I don't have looting or preordain or anything. Again, I think I'm supposed to just mulligan hands like this. All right, I'm going to keep this and hope these burn spells are good. I'm on 6. I only have Mountain. I'm going to keep. Can put back a Scred. Yeah. Actually want to keep this Dispel. See what we're up against. I feel like they play mono white. Is this This could be either Boggles or Infect. I could looting right now. I could just pass. I think I just wait on looting. See what we're up against. If it's Infect, I like it. Okay, it's Boggles. Boggles is actually an interesting matchup. This isn't a good hand versus them, but this matchup's not terrible. Just untap here. Okay, I'm just gonna play this. Hope their hand's not that good. I can't beat the lifelink enchantment, most likely. I have a Dispel, which doesn't do anything, but I can discard it to looting. Ancestral Mass 5/5? Yeah, it's going to be tough. Firebrand Archer. I think that might give me the best shot to win. I guess I can lead on looting, because I kind of want to find more lands here. Okay, we do find lands. I can discard Scred plus Dispel. And then just try to win like next turn by damage if I don't die. It's gonna be tough. I mean, they don't lifelink, and they don't like literally make like 15 power this turn. I don't think I can deal 19 damage. Also kind of sucks showing them the Dispel here, but nothing I can do. No lifelink aura, please. They do have a 9/9 now. Okay, and there's the lifelink aura. Okay, I think I'm dead because it has trample and lifelink, so there's nothing I can do. It's just going to be 13/13 trample lifelink hexproof. It got me that time. I don't have that much sideboard here. Definitely want the Spell Pierce. They don't have that many targets for Scred. I think I can just go like this. Keep all the burn that goes face. And just try to keep a hand that can combo. I guess I could bring this in too. I can discard it to looting and then cast it. Sometimes they bring in Pyroblast as well, but I'm not going to keep in Dispel or bring in Hydroblast or anything. Let's just do this. Could also keep like a Dispel, because sometimes they play that Ram Through card, the instant, but I don't think I want to do that. All right, I'm going to keep this. Just start by going Mountain and cycle Ashburns for Island. This hand's not great. I mean, I do have a negate, but I don't know how far that goes. Sprawl, sure. Cannonade is interesting. Cannonade's a good one. It's unlikely that I'm going to have to negate here, so probably just Frantic Inventory. I want to make sure to be able to cannonade, to be able to cannonade next turn if possible. Okay, they're stuck on just the one land. Interesting. There's Bolt. Okay. So I could play Ash Barrens. That does allow me to cannonade, but it kind of gives away what I have. I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go... Do I want an extra red source or blue? Probably blue with this hand. Not really sure. Just going to go like this, leave up negate and frantic inventory. If they play something that puts this past 2 toughness, I can negate it. And otherwise, I can just frantic inventory. This allows me to actually cycle the Ash Barrens and not just have it in play for the rest of the game. Rancor resolves. Abundant Growth resolves. Again, I don't want to have to negate yet. But if they played like an Ethereal Armor there, I would have had to. But now I can just go take 3 a couple times and then inventory. And then go Mountain, go. It could just cannonade right now as well, but I don't think they're going to have like a Dispel for this cannonade. Okay, now I can cannonade, right? Just kill that Rancor once and for all. I could just let it resolve, take 5, and then cannonade end of turn. I think that's actually better. I know their Rancor doesn't die forever, but I can... Okay, Unbridled Growth resolves. They'll probably just sack it right now. Look for Ethereal Armor. Alright, well now I can just cannonade right now, right? Not take 5. And then I can set up a combo next turn. Sure. So they get their Rancors back. So now do I play... I guess I can just play Tandem Lookout, leave up Negate. I think I like that best. I don't need to play the combo out this turn. Yeah, this is looking decent. I'll let that resolve. Don't think I want to fight over just like a mana source. Ledgewalker resolves. And then a Rancor. I think I let that resolve too. Could just negate it, but I think that's not what I die to, so I don't want to negate it. All right, let's go Firebrand Archer. Soul Bond, yes. Lightning Bolt you. Yield, yield. Could even attack here. Then I just trade for this. They have to have another creature. It kind of slows them down as well. Otherwise I get to draw a card and I get in for 2 damage. I think I'll offer the trade. I have another Tandem Lookout. Yeah. I get to draw, which is nice. Oh, I thought I played a land already, so that was a mistake. Let's just dart them now. Draw. Okay, now I can just pass. I don't think I need to flashback dart yet. Can do that next turn after I play another Firebrand Archer. If this is a Armadillo Cloak, yeah, I just snap negate this. That's what I was waiting for. They have Dispel? Oh no, they're going to play an Ethereal Armor here. I can beat that, I think. Oh, Lifelink? Okay, it's only a 3-1 Lifelink, though. I think I can still beat this, too. I can draw so many cards here. So they're at 14. Let's think about this carefully. I can play double Archer. I can flashback Bolt. I think I just start by attacking with both, draw 2, see what I draw to see if I can like guaranteed have lethal. Yeah, let's start by attacking with both. Draw, draw. There's a Bolt. Okay, they're at 10. So if I go Archer, Archer, and then Lightning Bolt you for 6, and then Dart you for 4, that's lethal. Okay. Archer, Archer, Bolt you for 6, draw, flashback Dart for 4. Nice. So they do have lifelink. They're on the play here. I mean, they could always die. Boggle's like cast a mulligan a lot. They could always die to themselves. We don't have curfew or anything in the sideboard. I don't even think we're supposed to have it, honestly. I want a lot of Hydroblasts and hate for burn. It's kind of... I was hoping to play against burn as well to test that matchup too. Not sure how good the burn matchup is, but we do have 8 creatures that they kind of have to answer. I guess we have... Both players have to answer all the creatures. And Tandem's not great in that matchup. It's 3 mana. I think I just run it like this. Scred does seem bad. I'm just going to keep just 1 in the deck. Alright. Don't know if this has been messed up all match. I apologize if it is. I am not going to keep this hand. They mulligan to 6 as well. I think I'm supposed to keep this on 6. It's not great, but I'm going to keep. Can put back a looting or a dart. I think I'll just put back one of the darts. I need to find the combo here. Wow, they just lead cave, nothing else. So they definitely have another land. I'm planning to just cycle anyway, but I can leave up Spell Pierce, so that was actually a good draw. Oh, they have an Ash Barrens. I don't usually see that list playing Ash Barrens. I usually see the list on like a couple caves, all forests, and like 2 plains. Abundant Growth. I mean, I can Spell Pierce this. Don't know if it's worth it. I don't think it's worth it because I can Spell Pierce something else that matters more. There's a Scout. Okay. Get Mountain. There's a Frantic Inventory. I can inventory before looting here, but I think it's more efficient just to looting. All right, now I discard inventory plus looting, and then next turn I can looting, draw 2. Or do I want to discard dart plus looting or dart plus inventory? I definitely want to discard 1 inventory because I don't think I have time to cast the first one. So definitely discarding inventory, not discarding second inventory, not discarding land or lookout. So it's between looting and dart. And I think it's actually dart. Okay, and then I just pass with Spell Pierce up. Hopefully they go for like an Armadillo Cloak here. Like land Armadillo Cloak is exactly what I would want to see. Okay, well this is also fine. I'll Spell Pierce that. Rancor? Oh, Unbridled Growth, that is fine. You can also find a Cannonade, which would be fantastic. Negate. I like Negate. So I can cast Looting, or I can just pass the turn with just inventory up. The thing is I want like all the cards in my hand right now, so I think I want to wait on this Looting. So I'm just going to pass. I'll negate anything that I can't beat, and I'll probably let resolve anything that is fine, like any enchant land I can let resolve. A Rancor I can even let resolve, but I basically want to counter anything that's going to make this 3 toughness or more because of Cannonades. Yeah, Sprawl I can let resolve. I don't want to fight over those cards. I want to fight over the important ones. Another Sprawl resolves. This is an armor, I have to negate it. All right, they have 2 cards in hand. It's interesting how to tap because actually, not really. My counters that are left in my deck is 1 negate, and that's it really. So I don't really need to play towards negate. I can just play a Frantic Inventory by tapping Island, and then I can looting. All right. There's a Firebrand Archer, so I think I'm just supposed to play that, and then next turn look out and try to combo. Hope they don't do anything like too crazy, like an Ancestral Mask. Oh no. Okay, just 1 Armadillo Cloak I can beat. Ram through. That's annoying. Okay. So they're going to gain 6 here, but they do have 0 cards in hand. And I have a tandem. So if I can start drawing cards. It's just lead. I could lead Faithless Looting from the yard, but I do want to spend my mana and get this tandem down. So I think I'm just discarding Bolt plus Fjord, play tandem. If they just attack for 3 and just draw like a land or something, I guess they can cave on their scout here. This is looking pretty rough. Okay, they just drew land, so they probably just cave here. Hit for 5. I go to 8, and then I can go tandem lookout, draw 2, because each ability of the soul bond, each ability of the tandem lookout happens. All right, well, I'm just obviously have to take. It's gonna be tough here, like I was saying. Okay. How do I win this game? I'm not sure, honestly. I have to like fully combo off, and I think to do that I need to play Alchemist. I think playing a tandem there and just drawing two doesn't actually do it. I can flashback a looting right now, but I think I'm supposed to play another tandem. Maybe that allows me to fully go off and somehow deal like 35 damage next turn, but okay, well, go to 1. They go up to a lot of life. Got to do something pretty crazy here. They're at 36. Okay, let's see what we can do. Ping draw. Another tandem. Don't think I can really spend the mana on that. So if I go tandem here, I spend 3 mana and I draw 2 cards. I feel like that's not good enough. They're at 35. I just don't think I can spend 3 mana. All right, let's just attack. Draw. Preordain. All right, I suppose I can start with that. Preordain, untap, ping. They're at 30. It's going to be pretty tough. Bottom, bottom. At 1. Cannonade, not going to do it. Let's start with Bolt U. Draw. I need like double pinger here. Okay, there's a pinger, but I think it's too late. I don't think I have enough mana to be able to win. They're at 26. I guess I could somehow draw enough toughness. Maybe I'm not supposed to play this archer because it's only 1 toughness. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to be able to deal 26 here, so let's just start by flashback dart to start. Another archer, not going to do it. Yeah, I'm just dead if I play archer. I think I'm dead anyway. Close match. Wonder if I could have played that differently. Just didn't really have any hate for Boggles. Basically just needed to stop the Armadillo Cloak, which I wasn't able to do. I spell pierced an Ethereal Armor, and then I negated an Ethereal Armor. Close, close. 3 and 1. Let's see if we can 4-1 this. That was the bummer. I mean, I was obviously hoping for the 5-0. I mean, you always are, but once you're 3 and 0, you're kind of getting those feelings of like, ooh, can we do it with the brew? Can we 5-0? Wasn't meant to be this time. Close match against Lendoso. Good games. See you in round 5. All right. Welcome to round 5. We're against Cayusa 3, and I'm actually going to keep this hand. I'm going to keep it on the power of this looting. Hopefully I don't get this like spell stutter or something, but I get to draw a card. I get to see more cards with looting. I get to discard one of these inventories in a dart, something. I think this hand is actually fine as long as this looting resolves, and I think most people would not counter it. I mean, if they go, yeah, okay, it looks like we might be up against Cycle Storm here. Okay, land is great. Land is great. Barrenmore could be mono black control. I think I'd rather play against Cycle Storm, honestly. Okay, maybe they're gonna go off. Maybe it's land destruction. Oh, it's Cycle Storm. Okay, they're just playing a Dark Rit to have more chances to hit lands. Okay, they hit a land. They're looking like they're the mono black version, so I think that deck is better than the other one we faced. Lots of Storm in the leagues, jeez. Okay. I can just play out an archer, which I think I'm supposed to do. Yeah, I need to get my like clock established. I don't have any interaction for what they're doing anyway. Don't think just passing with like counterspell up is where I want to be. I think I need to try to establish my own game plan as well. I'm on the draw here, so that's pretty unfortunate. Okay, let me fix this. Jesus. You have to fix it every game. It's like so hard to remember while you're trying to focus on your gameplay. I'm trying to focus on my recording, talking, everything, and remembering to fix the chat log every time. Somebody help me fix that. Don't know what the correct solution is. Just classic Magic Online. Dark Rit. Songs. Reaping. Draw 4. I say draw 4 because they're going to cycle 4 times. Street Wraith. Street Wraith. I want them to Street Wraith as much as possible and not fully go off, but I feel like they might be able to win on turn 3 on the play here. I mean, it's pretty impressive. They could certainly fizzle though. They probably have another Reaping the Graves because they so aggressively just went songs, Reaping, and they had 1 card left after that. So I assume it's another Reaping. Drawing half their deck. Cabal Writ, 6 mana, 3 cards in hand, continue to cycle. We also don't have like relics to hate on this matchup. I don't think relic is good because we actually can't. We use our graveyard a fair amount, so I don't want to play relic really. All right, they've taken a lot of damage, so if they somehow fizzle here, I might be able to just kill them if I get lucky. I think this hand was still a keep. I mean, I had a turn 2 archer, and I have a looting, I have a lookout, I have more lands. I didn't know what I was against, and even if I did, I might still keep this hand. They're at 6, they're at 4. Okay, well, either they win this turn or they lose, I think, now. Because I already have a dart, which is 4 damage. They concede. Classic. That is so classic. Turn 3, what they do? They went turn 3, they snapped it off. They were like, Dark Ritual, songs, Reaping, draw 4, Cabal Writ, cycle, Reaping, draw 6, cycle, concede. Oh man, that's hilarious. That's just like what always happens with that deck. I think we just do the same sideboard plan. I am standing. I mean, that deck is so cool that it's like somebody was able to make like, I think it is close to like, I think that version is the best, the mono black version, just from what I've seen and playing against it. Seems like the most consistent. It seems like the strongest, but the deck is still just not quite there. I think it just dies to hate too easily, and it just dies to itself, as we just saw. Yeah, triple Scred can come out, leaving the 1 Scred and just bring in the deep analysis, double negate. Now we go up to 5 counter spells. We still have the combo. We have a fair amount of burn, and we have 2 chances for them to fizzle or for us to win again. Yeah, I'm gonna keep this. I have a negate. They kept 7, so lucky. Okay, they cycle. I have another frantic inventory. That's way too many. I think I might just dart them end of their turn. I'd probably rather have it in the graveyard. They cycle double Street Wraith, sure. I was going to say, I don't really want them to have second land, but they're likely to have it. Cycle Carabid. So do I ping them down to 15? I think I do. My mana is really tight now. Just rather get that out of my hand. I mean, again, I think I need to establish my own game plan. Could leave up negate, but then what am I doing for the rest of the game? Always just leaving up negate, not casting anything? Guess I could end up turn frantic inventory, but I think I'm supposed to just, again, have some type of pressure on them. Yeah. It's likely that they're just going to try to wait, and then I can leave up negate and start pinging. I think that playing this has to be correct. Okay, Ash Barrens. I think I want to go cycle Ash Barrens for Island, play Island, pass the turn. Leave up negate in inventory here. Duress me? That's annoying. I mean, I don't think I should negate this. They're just going to take negate, though. I think they can probably go off here, but I think I'll let it happen. Nothing I can do. If they don't go off this turn, then I still get to play inventory. If I just negate this, I don't get to do anything this turn. Cycle. Okay, do they go songs here? Or dark writ into songs? Yep. All right. I also didn't want to play any spells to give them more storm. 6 mana, cycle. Cycle. So it's only storm 3 right now. They're down to 13. Cycle. If they have reaping here, they don't do anything else. They just draw a lot of cards, but I might be able to beat that. Dark writ, okay, maybe not. Cycle on Earth, sure. Concede? Duress me? That's actually incredible for me. I mean, I guess they want more storm or something, but yeah, that's just great for me because I get to draw an extra card now if they don't win here. Okay. Looks like they're gonna reaping for 7 creatures. It's not even a guaranteed win. If they get a bunch of street raids, they might have forgotten about Dart. So maybe we can steal another game with Dart here against Storm. So Street Wraith, Caravid, Healer, Caravid, Street Wraith, Healer, Street Wraith. Okay, so they got 3 Street Wraiths back. It's a lot of life they're gonna pay. So they pay 6, they go down to 7. Cabal Writ. At 7, I can do 1, 2, 3, 4 damage. Cycle. I feel like they have the win here, but they might go down lower, forgetting about the Dart. Duress in to go off, pretty impressive. They still could fizzle. They generally do need a lot of Street Wraiths to be able to cycle for 0 mana because the mana actually does matter. Okay. 27 cards left in the library, 5 mana left. Storm 9. And this isn't over. Concede. Nice. So classic. I just didn't do anything. I just sat there like for a couple minutes while they were just like going off, and then they conceded both games. All right, nice. Got the 4-1. That does kind of like affirm my choice a little bit. I think while this deck might not be as good as Blue Red Fae, I think it's going to be fun to play. Might get some salt in the challenge if I'm able to beat some people. And I think this actually has a pretty good Tron matchup just because they don't have that much interaction with the combo. And we have like Dispel's main, we have Negate's side. I think the sideboard is actually feeling pretty decent as well. I like where the deck's at. I liked this version better than the other one. Looting seemed like it was pretty strong. I liked the fact that it's a red spell rather than a blue spell. Maybe we want, again, some number of Chain Lightnings, maybe some less, maybe cut some Screds. We might want like 2 Ponders. Maybe we play 2 Brainstorms or something. But as you know, I don't like Brainstorm that much. Could go down to 20 land, play 1 Ponder, do something like that. But if I had to run another league, I mean, I'd run this back. Might even want more counter spells in the sideboard, maybe like another Dispel over like one of these Pyroblast or Hydroblast. But I'm feeling like there's a lot of burn recently in the challenges, especially the Sunday ones that I usually play. So I like the quad Hydroblast for the burn matchup. It's kind of like a burn mirror, but we just get like Dispel, Hydroblast, Spell Pierce, Negate, and then all of our creatures as well, which seems decent. They have Searing Blaze and better mana, etc. But that seems like a pretty fun matchup. So yeah, I'll probably run this in the challenge, have some fun. I had a great time in this league. My name is Max. My channel, youtube.com/napbolt. Please subscribe. I'd really appreciate it. Throw a like on this vid. That was a sick league. I'll see you next time. Peace.